My name is Kyle Nickel. I started the Refuge program October 28th, 2024. I have 10 days left of the program. I feel pretty good. I'm ready to go home. Proverbs 26:11. Like a dog that returns to his vomit is a fool who repeats his folly. Puts another shrimp on the bobby.
Alright, Kyle. Let's start from the beginning.
A lot of BB guns, slingshots, fishing poles, dogs, broken windows. Most kids fall asleep counting sheep. I fell asleep counting mice running across the top of my dresser. I was 12. I started smoking cigarettes and drinking alcohol and chewing tobacco. When I was 13, I started doing drugs. I graduated in '99. I got married 5 months after graduation. My daughter Taylor was born in May 25 of 2000. Yeah, I got raided whenever she was 7. My parents had to take her and care for her for a year. By February 2008, I was divorced and had gotten full custody of my daughter. That was very difficult for a 28-year-old to raise a girl on his own. Once she graduated and moved out, then I really started doing drugs every day, a lot. I started getting pulled over, possession tickets of marijuana and meth. I was outrunning the law. I was wrecking vehicles. I continued to drive even though my license was revoked. I got pulled over. I got my third possession of methamphetamines, my third possession of marijuana, which are 2 Class D felonies. The judge told me to seek treatment, and I had been to like 4 other treatments, and I knew what they wanted to hear, so that's what I told them. I knew what they wanted to read, so that's what I wrote down, and I pretty much just used it to find new connections. It was treatment or prison. Yeah, his name was Christian Kiefer. That I worked with. He told me about the Refuge and gave me CJ's number. CJ was one of those guys that your parents say, if you're caught with CJ, you will never leave the house again. Then I seen him, he was a preacher at a funeral, and I couldn't believe it. I didn't think much of it at the time, but then I just kept getting in trouble and getting in trouble and getting in trouble, and finally had enough. Yeah, I arrived at the Refuge, and I failed my first UA to get in, so I had to go back home for a week. And then I came back on the 28th and was free and clear. Jeremiah 33:3, call to me and I will answer you, and will tell you great and hidden things that you have not known. CJ was my counselor. He piled on the homework after homework after homework, so much so that he tried to have me do this one workbook twice. The day was November 20th at 10:20 a.m. I was having counseling with CJ, and I was very irritated and agitated and almost feeling claustrophobic. And he told me just to go up to my room and just be alone with God and pray. And that was when I asked God for help, that I was done doing it my way, and I was ready to do it his way. John 3:3. Jesus answered him, "Truly, truly, I say to you, unless one is born again, he cannot see the kingdom of God." I mean, there was just a huge relief of pressure. Just stress was gone. Pressure was gone. I thought it was gonna be a lot longer than it was, and a lot harder than it was. I'm gonna go back home. I still have my job at home. I'm gonna go to the Cornerstone Church in Sheraton, and by God's grace, I met a couple at our last Addiction Connection conference that do a Bible study on Saturdays. That was God in the works. I treat others with a lot more respect than I used to, and I don't have so much of a foul mouth. I'm just not stressed out about like seeing cops or getting pulled over or anything, because I mean, it's just stress-free.
So of all things you've done in your life, what would you say the Refuge is for you?
It saved my life, I would say. Are we done? We're done.